At the time of recording this, I'm 33 years old, and I wish I could go back to my 20-year-old self and tell her this, because this is one of the biggest regrets I've made on my fitness and my health and nutrition journey, because this change that I've made has been a game changer. Every single month I would hit plateaus, I'd be demotivated, I'd get cravings, I'd have low self-worth, and I never knew why. And my fitness journey and my health journey was so up and down, and I would criticize myself, I would compare myself, and I didn't realize that actually it was my hormones, and I had no idea how much of an impact this played on my fitness and my health journey. Now, as a women's coach, I see this time and time again in the women I work with as well, who are on a fat loss journey, just how much their hormones impact their results. Because one week they're really motivated, the next they don't want to go to the gym. One week they're hitting their nutrition, the next they want to eat all the chocolate in sight. And they think that it's their fault. They're like, why am I so up and down? Why one week am I really smashing it and really strong, and the next I'm not strong? Or why have I got these cravings out of nowhere? Also, in certain phases of our cycle, we can be really self-critical and want to give up. And I never knew any of this until I started tracking my cycle. A lot of workouts are based off the male hormonal cycle, which is 24 hours. Ours is anywhere from 21 to 35 days, depending on your cycle as a woman. And our hormone can fluctuate so much, and it's really key that you understand this. So the first thing that I want to do is break down the cycle, the different phases, and how that's going to impact you and what is happening in those phases. But if you don't know your phases of your cycle, how long they are, when they are, or even understand where you are in your cycle, this isn't going to make any logical sense to you. So this is where the sponsor of this video comes in, Natural Cycles. Natural Cycles I've been using for nearly 3 years. I actually can't believe it's been nearly 3 years, but it has been a game changer to my training, to my nutrition, and to my health journey. They are also a non-hormonal birth control, which is for another topic, but that's also amazing. But they are an incredible cycle tracker because, let me make sure I get this right, because the app's certified algorithm analyzes your body temperature and period data to pinpoint where you are in your cycle and identify if you're ovulating. If you use my code, which is Chloe, at checkout, you'll get 15% off your annual subscription and a free thermometer. So you can use the thermometer they send you, you can use an Oura Ring, or you can use an Apple Watch. It will use the data over a period of time, and it can analyze and work out when you are ovulating, which is incredible. And it can work out and predict your phases of your cycle, when your period's going to come, when you're ovulating. And this has been a game changer, like I said, not only for me, but also for my clients, because pretty much all of my clients who have periods and they're not perimenopausal or have lost their periods after menopause, they use Natural Cycles as well, and it's been a game changer for them. This is going to be really, really key for you, because obviously, like I said, if I explain to you the phases of your cycle, but you don't know where you are in your cycle, you're not going to be able to understand it. It's so easy to use. You literally just download it from the App Store, sign up using my code. So let's break down the menstrual cycle now, because now you've downloaded Natural Cycles, you can actually look at the phases of your cycle and see how we can make this work around your nutrition and your workouts. So phase 1 is your menstrual phase, and this is anywhere from 1 to 5, sometimes more days. It varies women to women, but your energy is going to be quite low in this period. I'd still recommend doing some movement, but you might want to tailor it back. Pilates, yoga, gentle walk. I wouldn't be doing some crazy HIIT workouts in this period. Your next phase is your follicular phase, and this is where your energy starts to rise, and this can be anywhere from day 6 to like 16, 18. Again, it varies woman to woman, but your energy will start to rise here. So this is the time when you will start be pushing a little bit more in your workouts, maybe start doing some strength training, on some runs, whatever you enjoy, but your energy rises in this period. This is also when you're going to start to feel a bit more motivated again, like, yeah, I can do this. You're probably going to be more on it with your nutrition, not have as many cravings for carbohydrates around this time. So that's the time where you can really try and work on strengthening in your workouts, pushing a bit more. Then we go into your ovulation phase. Now this can vary woman to woman, but it's around 14 to day 16. This is when your energy is going to be really good. So this is when you want to be like pushing for your PBs. You're going to be feeling really confident as well. You're probably going to feel quite good in your body. So there's going to be less self-criticism of yourself, and you're going to be feeling quite confident. Then we go into your final phase. This is the phase that a lot of women struggle with and what I struggled with for years before I understood it, and I wish I understood it more, and that is your luteal phase. And it's so key to understand this phase when you are on a fat loss or a fitness journey, because this is the phase where your energy drops. You start to get more cravings, some women become a little bit more bloated, and also it can be where the self-criticism comes in. I see a lot of women with self-doubt around this period. That's when they want to give up on their fitness journey. They want to eat lots of food. They're like, why can't I do this? And this was me for years. And I was like, why am I feeling like this? Now with natural cycles, I just go, oh yeah, I'm in my luteal phase. That makes sense. I'm going to tailor my training back. I'm going to do my workouts, but I don't care about PBs. I don't care if it's half as long as normal. I might have a bit more carbohydrates during this period, maybe a little bit more sugar because that's what my body needs. And I understand that. Whereas before I'd be like, why am I getting all these cravings? Why am I craving all of this sugar? I don't understand. And now when tracking with natural cycles, I understand that. So my mistakes before were not tracking my cycle, not understanding where I was, thinking that I was the problem. Like, why am I not motivated? Why have I got all these cravings? Why can't I smash my workout? Now, using natural cycles and tracking, I don't worry about that. And so many of my clients are the same. So many of my clients use natural cycles now and they're like, oh yeah, in my luteal phase, that's why I'm feeling a bit rubbish. And they know when it's coming and they can tailor their training and nutrition around this. So how are you going to start tracking? Well, you can obviously do it manually, but I would highly recommend getting natural cycles. You can even go into the app and look at the calendar and actually see like, okay, next month, I'm going to be drawn at this time. I'm going to have my period at this time. Okay, maybe I won't do high rocks, or maybe I'm not going to go for a huge long run on the 23rd of May because I've got, you know, my period. And you can plan. Even I'll do like big hikes and I'll think, okay, right, my period's coming that weekend. I'm not going to go on a big hike that weekend. So you can literally plan your life around it. So I'd highly recommend that you start tracking your cycle and understanding where you are, how it feels for you, how long is your cycle, when do you ovulate, how long is each phase for you, because it's going to be different woman to woman. And you need to stop expecting linear progress. Your body is constantly changing with your hormones. You've also got life as well. Like, so if you're on a fitness journey and life happens, we need to be accepting of that. It's not going to be, especially with weight loss, you're not going to lose weight every single week. It's going to be up and down. It's going to be sideways because hormones, life happens. And it's so important for you to remember that and be kind to yourself. So comment below if you have ever tried syncing your cycles to your workout, or tracking your cycle, or understanding your cycle and how it's impacted you. And if you haven't, I would highly recommend it. I've popped all of the information for natural cycles below, but even if you don't use natural cycles, whatever you do, I would recommend looking into it, girls, because it is a game changer. And like I said at the beginning of this video, I wish I knew about this 10 years ago, because it would have made my fitness journey so much easier, and my nutrition and my health journey is so much easier. So that is one of my biggest regrets, was not understanding this earlier. If you learned something new and you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a like, and also subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed already. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something new, and I will see you in a couple of weeks in my next video.